What's up, everyone? This is going to be the first video of a three-part video series in learning your intervals. We're going to try to get through all 12 of them in this first video. We're going to start with 3 of them. So the first one's going to be the perfect fifth. So that's the perfect fifth. And a way to remember these, you could use a technique called mnemonics, which is basically just associating it with a word. So the word I personally use to hear this is hollowness. It's very hollow. Very stable sounding, right? Right, almost very peaceful, almost neutral, but the word I use is hollow. So that's the perfect fifth. Again, even non-musicians, you guys all know these sounds. You guys have all heard these sounds before. All these sounds are in your subconscious, so everyone is a musician in a way, you just don't know it. All these sounds are already programmed in you through culture and society. So that's the perfect fifth, hollow. Use the word hollow. Alright, next one we're going to do one of the harder ones, but hopefully we'll get it done right away in this first series. And that's the minor seventh. Now, what I've always used to hear the minor seventh is musically what would want to happen after it. So the minor seventh would usually, that's one way of resolving it. Like if you have a dominant seventh chord, right? So I just hear the minor seventh, dun dun, as just that note, just wanting to come down. So that's how I hear it. I don't necessarily have a word that I use for this one, but I hear it as just wanting just to like go there, right? So that's the minor seventh. Now maybe the hardest part of this is going to be just remembering the names of the intervals. So we got the perfect fifth, very hollow sounding. We could play it some different areas of the keyboard. Perfect fifth, very hollow, right? Minor seventh just wants to be resolved. So minor seventh, we could play that one around, right? And you can hear it, because the best way you're going to learn these, that's why I picked the minor seventh for the first part of the series, is because it's very different than the perfect fifth. So that's the minor seventh, right? I think NBC had like a theme that used that, but don't quote me on that. Okay, so this third interval should be very easy to hear. It's going to be the minor second. So before we did the minor seventh, this is the minor second. This is the smallest interval that you can have that occurs in music. It's just 2 chromatic notes right next to each other, right? So the word I use to remember this one is fire, because it's like very in your face. It's like fire, right? It's almost very dissonant, right? It's one of it maybe arguably is the most dissonant of all the intervals, right? It's just sort of a very ugly sound, right? Just in your face. Statically, you can make it sound. You can make it sound better by putting other notes behind it, but statically by itself, it's just a very, very, very dissonant interval. Again, you could change it around with other stuff that you put behind it, but so I just hear that as fire, right? It's just very, almost makes you like cringe on the inside if it doesn't have the right supporting harmony behind it. So you got the first 3 intervals. You got the perfect fifth, very hollow, peaceful, neutral, right? It's very minor seventh, right? Almost curious. Maybe you could put the word curious. Almost like it's thinking about something, but then just wants to be resolved. And then the minor second, just that one should be pretty easy to hear. Just like a fire, just very. That one was using the Jaws theme. right? So again, you can associate it with maybe some other musical reference that you've had in your life. All right, so this is the end of the first video in the four-part series, actually, because there's 12 intervals. So those will be the first of the 4-part series. You got the perfect fifth, neutral, right? The minor seventh, which is sort of curious or just wants to be resolved, down, and then the minor second, which is just like fire in your face. So I hope you guys all take this with a grain of salt, and I hope you guys, even a lot of the non-musicians, will consider, learning your intervals, and you're just one step closer to just being able to identify these sounds by name. All right, guys, have a great evening. Stay positive, stay healthy, take those cold showers, get outside, get your vitamin D, boost your immune system. Have a great night.